back! I didn't want to move, but my core suddenly tightened and made me sit up without waking the man next to me. I felt my legs move and bring me to my balcony window, where I opened the glass and stepped out onto the patio. Hey. Hey, girly girl. I stared wide-eyed at Diana, who sat cross-legged on the railing of my balcony. Ooh, excuse me. With her glowing gold eyes stare upon me. I opened my mouth to object, but Diana stopped me.
Before you get all huffy, I didn't come here to take your precious man away.
Then why the fuck are you here?
I will admit, though, I'm shocked that you didn't give your innocence to him. We demons are the best lovers, you know.
Oh, don't worry. He's gonna get it. Just not right now. I glared. What do you want?
Well, I wanted to extend a deal to you. I promise you'll like it.
I don't want any deals with you.
Not even to make Damien human?
I'm not giving you the boys.
I'm not asking for the boys this time. Ugh.
Then what are you asking for? If you're asking for my innocence, which I'm pretty sure you fucking are. I stared dumbfounded as I looked at Diana. She rubbed her temple, clearly annoyed.
This whole trip has been a waste of my time and energy. All I want to do is go back home and take over my kingdom.
And? Then why don't you?
Because I need more energy if I want to even try to defend my home from that maniac demon lord. I may be brilliant, but I'm not exactly fortified to fight him.
Okay, and? I pressed my lips together in a flat line, not yet sure what Diana was obviously wanting. Not yet sure what she was implying that she needed from me. Oh, for fuck's sake. Then I'm listening.
I'm willing to turn Damien human, if you're willing to give me your energy, and his.
Now this confuses me. And his? What? Wait. What? How does that work?
Simple, really. Give me the magic you're holstering in your body and let me take Damien's, and I'll be on my way, and you'll get a human boyfriend. A boring, plain, human boyfriend.
How exactly will that go about? I couldn't believe my ears. Was Diana really offering this deal to me? How would you take this energy, exactly?
From you, a simple kiss will do. From him, that's a different story.
You're gonna fuck him. What do you mean?
I have to sleep with him.
Of course. I can't make this deal without his consent. Why would you make me a deal that I can't make without his consent? Why? Why, Diana? Why? I almost lunged at her. She must have been joking. Her sleep with him? No way in hell. Diana held her hands up in defense.
What you humans don't understand is how we demons work. A touch is a mere sip of energy, while sex is a pure energy transfer. Perfect for humans. A really passionate love-making session would drain any demon of their energy.
But he's...
Yes, he's your man, but I need the energy and you want him to get his wish. We both win. Get it? I'll even throw in a memory spell. He won't even remember it.
But... what if he catches STDs from your awful vagina? I can't make... Like, even if you throw in a memory spell, I can't make this deal without his consent. Why would you do this to me? Why would you put me in this position? This is very insensitive of you, Diana. I grew enraged. How was she okay with this? How did she expect me to be okay with this? But what if he doesn't want it? I'm not gonna let you
If Damien doesn't want it... Silly girl, do you not understand what he's willing to do for his humanity?
I still can't make this decision without his consent. I froze. Diana smirked.
He's willing to have sex with me. He just won't say yes in front of you because he doesn't want to hurt you. It's rather pathetic.
I couldn't believe my ears. Was this the truth? No way, it couldn't be. But it is. It's the truth. Yet at the same time, this made sense. This is why Damon was so silent the first time she asked him. Was it truly because he didn't want to hurt me, or was he actually not willing? Damon's voice broke my thoughts.
By the way, I'm not a total bitch, if that's what you're thinking. I will ask him first before doing anything.
Okay, thank heavens. Good. At least we've got that covered. What? She was gonna ask him. Why? You'll ask him? What if he actually doesn't want to have sex with you for his humanity?
If he says no, I'll just toss him back here and not change him. I'm not willing to do it with someone who will say no to me.
Well, at least you're not that horrible. I mean, yeah. The way she talked about this deal annoyed me to no end. This was definitely a business deal, but this deal tore at my chest. Let him sleep with her and he'll become human? Don't and he'll remain a demon. Are you kidding me? Oh my gosh. She just wants to leave. If I just let her leave. Just don't make me watch. Just don't make me watch. And don't give him anything funky, 'cause I love the poor little fucker. And I need him to have his humanity. Well, I don't need him to. I would like that. I would like that to be a thing that I would gladly give him. But he needs to have the option, at least. Because, like, this isn't just about sex. This is about something he's wanted desperately for a very long time. So, okay. Damon's face popped back into my memory, reminding me of his desperate wish to become a human. I was able to grant it to him right here. Diana was a cruel woman. Fine.
Fine. Meaning you'll agree to my terms.
I agree to your terms.
Beautiful. Now.
Diana slid down from the railing and walked to me, gently running a finger up my neck and under my chin.
Your energy first.
I closed my eyes, not wanting to look at her as she kissed me. The kiss wasn't unpleasant by any means. In fact, I felt myself melting into the kiss, more so than I wanted. Every single nerve in my body tingled as energy spiraled up my entire being and into Diana's kiss. Soon, I felt a little weaker, and a little more vulnerable than I was before. Diana pulled away and smiled down at me.
Such an interesting human girl. Sad to see you give up your powers so easily.
It's for Damon.
Right. Now, speaking of the bastard son...
We really just can't call him something else. The word illegitimate could also be used here. Don't say anything. Wait. You have... I need to save. Just don't say anything. Don't say anything. Just let him have his stuff. Diana walked into the bedroom towards Damon, looking down at his sleeping figure.
Oh, such a sweet thing.
How are you going
I'll
to...
enthrall him, take his energy, cleanse his body, make him forget, and then cast the human spell when he goes back to sleep. Simple, really.
Oh, okay. That's it?
That's it. I'll make sure there's no trace of me when I'm done.
Thank God. Just do it before I change my mind.
As you wish.
Diana chuckled before snapping her fingers, making Damon vanish from my bed. I instinctively panicked but caught a hold of myself, remembering what was going on. Remember to bring him back.
I will. A demon never goes back on their word.
I doubt it. And with that, Diana vanished. I felt my stomach churn in disgusting patterns at the thought of Diana with Damon. However, before I could even flex a muscle, Diana reappeared, adjusting her hair back to normal. What?
What? Oh.
Diana let out a small laugh as I raised an eyebrow.
I brought into an isolated tear between our worlds. There, time moves much faster than in reality, so I was able to take what I needed to be done.
Okay. Diana snapped her fingers, making Damon reappear in my bed as if he never left.
And there he is, clean and human.
I quickly ran to Damon's side, not sure what else to say. Diana sighed and popped a hip while crossing her arms at me.
Pity. Damien had so much potential, even for a bastard son.
Again, with that same phrase. Can you... Before I could speak, Diana vanished into the air, leaving me alone with Damon. I looked around, a little paranoid should she just be hiding, but as I clarified to myself that she was gone, I looked to Damon and brushed a strand of hair out of his face. Human. Something about this was bittersweet. He got what he wanted, but he had to sleep with Diana to get it. I slipped back under the covers and into Damon's arms, feeling him unconsciously hold me close to him. I cuddled close, letting sleep take over my mind. Morning had come, and I was well awake before Damon. He was still in my arms, sleeping peacefully as if nothing had happened. One thing was for certain, though. He was human. He was no longer a demon. He was a human, as he wanted. I waited for Damon to wake. Waited to see him realize that he was no longer had magic. I didn't have to wait long. Damon slowly opened his eyes, stretching and rousing up. I held my breath, waiting for him to make the realization. He wouldn't be able to read my mind. He wouldn't be able to use his magic. Damon's eyes landed on me with his face grew a happy smile.
More...
His voice instantly grew silent as he stared at me, his smile suddenly fading into a look of shock. His mouth opened, but his eyes showed his speechless surprise. Damon couldn't read my thoughts. Damon slowly sat up, keeping his eyes on me, as if he was trying to figure out if he was in a dream. I gave a little smile to him. It was almost too cute to see him like this. Damon brought a hand to my face and ran it over my cheek. I closed my eyes, feeling his warmth.
I can't read your mind. I don't have magic anymore.
I opened my eyes again, smiling at Damon's surprised expression now. In exchange for my magic and energy, Diana gave you your humanity. I stared, going almost frightful as Damon's eyes began to water. His hand on my cheek lightly began to tremble. I didn't know if he was angry or happy, so I prepared for the former. I wasn't expecting him to grab me and hug me tight enough to press the air out of me. I gasped as I felt Damon hold me close and tightly. He was trembling, which only increased my fear. What melted my heart was the sound of Damon weeping into my shoulder.
I'm human! You made me human!
Oh, now I feel bad. Yeah, you're a human, buddy. I wrapped my arms around Damon, burying my face in his shoulder and nodding. You're human now, Damon.
Thank you.
Thank you. Damon pulled away slightly and pulled me into a kiss, one that was passionate and full of love. I imagined it to be one of the greatest kisses of all mankind, for Damon's love filled every part of my body. I was happy. The rest of the story can almost be passed over. With Diana gone, my life returned to normal, with school and my friends not remembering what had happened. It was as if magic never even appeared in my world. One thing was for certain, however. Damon loved me, and I loved him just as much. We had promised our lives to each other, and nothing was going to take that away from us, not even time itself. Our love was so powerful, it practically overwhelmed me with joy every time I found him holding me close every morning. What was even better was that Damon was truly happy. He was human, as he always wanted, and he showed me his gratitude every day. Shh, kitty. The other boys decided to leave of their own accord. They knew what my future would only need Damon at my side, so they each decided to start their own lives in the human world. Damon understood perfectly, wishing his brothers the best. What? Ugh! Besides, Damon was a human now, and he had found someone to care for. His brothers didn't need to worry about him now that he was caring for me. Please at least tell me we all get together for, like, coffee or something. Because we can't just, like, totally be like, okay, well, we've decided who wins. Bye! Because I just... They're still his brothers, damn it. I felt bad as well for being closer to Damon than the others, but they reassured me that I was okay and that they would remain nearby should I ever need them. I was happy for that. They made me promise, however, that I would love Damon for as long as we lived. That promise was instantly given. But what of my future? Well, it was kind of made for me. Before I graduated, James decided to step into the light of the Anderson Toys Company, and, with the help of his demon powers and leadership charisma, he managed to influence not only the entire board, but my father, as well, into letting him run for CEO. Yes, go James, you go. I was beyond shocked. How James managed to do all that was beyond me, but when the vote was called, James had taken over the company I was destined to have. He vowed to respect the wishes of the late CEO, and help the company to become an even grander company. For a demon, it was simple to make a company grand. My grandfather would have been proud to see how James helped it shine. You have it, buddy. Yes, you. With the CEO position filled, my father had no choice but to let me decide my future, which made me happy beyond compare. No longer would I have the future scaring me into a corner. I could choose my life on my own. That being said, I was still scared of where the future was going to take me. What did I want to do? Did I want to help James build the company? Did I want to venture off on my own? Damon reassured me that he would support me and help me through whatever I decided to do. I was grateful and would never forget that promise. I was happy, and nothing could shake me down from that happiness. One morning, a good couple of years after the boys and I met, I had a moment to myself, so I sat in my room and took in all that had happened as if it was all a dream. The demons, the devils, the magic. It was all surreal to believe. It almost frightened me to think that it all could have been a dream. But the warm feeling in my heart reminded me that it was all real. The demons, the magic, the love I had, all real. I smiled as I held my hands to my chest, relishing in the feelings dancing within my soul.
Are you okay?
I looked up at last to see Damon by the doorway, smiling at me. I smiled back. I was just thinking.
Oh? What about?
I was just remembering how we met, and such and such.
Really now?
Yeah, and I wouldn't change anything. I smiled in assurance at my own words. Everything I went through, everything I did for Damon, I'd do it again, and 10 times over. Damon walked over and sat beside me, wrapping an arm around my shoulders.
You wouldn't change anything?
Nope. Damon looked at me with almost a knowing smile. He knew something. I just didn't know what.
I know about the real deal that made me human.